Keith and Corporal Robles. The red roses given to Mrs. LaPlante represent the color of the heart. It is appropriate considering the loving concern that she has shown for our soldiers and their families for the past 2 years. Mrs. LaPlante, outgoing, will always have a special place in our hearts. Her roses are in full bloom, symbolizing the beauty and fulfillment of her time with us here at Fort Riley. The yellow roses being presented to Mrs. Gray are traditional color of welcome. The newness of the flowers represents the anticipation of the wonderful things yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the outgoing commander and the incoming commander will conduct the passing of the company guidon. The guidon represents not only the unit, but the unity and loyalty of its soldiers. They are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibilities to the organization. The passing of the guidon from Captain LaPlante to Captain Gray is significant in many ways. The transition is symbolic of the transfer of command responsibility to a new leader. Effective 01 November 2018, by authority of Army Regulation 600-20, paragraph 2-5 Charlie, the undersigned assumes command of Hammer Company, 1st Battalion, 18th Infantry Regiment. Signed, Charles H. Gray, Captain, Infantry, Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 1st Battalion, 18th Infantry Regiment, Lieutenant Colonel Bessie.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay Bessie, and I'm a Big Red One soldier. First, thank you to the parents, family of Captains Gray and LaPlante for traveling here today to join us. Most importantly, to the parents and relatives here, thank you for instilling the values and ethic into your sons, family members that have enabled them to be the leaders of character that we've depended on for the past couple of years in command. You've really done an outstanding job, and the weight their shoulders are able to bear is a direct reflection of your parenting and your leadership. Colonel Michaelis, Colonel Murtha, Sergeant Major LaRock, Colonel Garrison, I see Colonel Moon here, so he must be doing something else. Family and friends of the Vanguards, and most importantly, soldiers, Hammer Company. Thank you for being here today as we farewell Joseph, Colleen, and transition Hank and Cassie, as well as recognizing the outstanding soldiers and company achievements, on top of being able to promote a couple of deserving soldiers to sergeant and welcome them to the NCO Corps a little bit after. To our guests, you know these soldiers are our nation's finest. As Vanguards, they're our largest and most diverse company of physically fit and caring leaders and teammates who are motivated to learn and ready to fight. They solve our nation's problems when diplomacy fails and close with and destroy the enemy. They stand ready, always, to win the last 100 yards. Hammer soldiers, Vanguards, throughout Joe and Colleen's tenure, you've consistently demonstrated that readiness. Until 4 months ago, you were on the edge of Europe, deterring foreign aggression and reassuring our allies. You proved your mettle by independently partnering and training with our allies in the face of an adversary doing his best to posture, intimidate, and fracture a coalition of the free. Your actions earned you the reputation as one of the most prepared and lethal companies in the brigade. In the months that followed, you quickly reestablished yourselves while transitioning leaders, maintaining your equipment, and integrating more new soldiers than any of the other 4 companies in this battalion combined. To turn a ship that large usually takes time and is accompanied by a number of incidents. But not for you. Instead, you completed your reintegration in less than 2 months, knocking out individual training for over 180 soldiers and essentially rebuilding the battalion staff from scratch. Medics, you've ensured that readiness of our soldiers through our rehabilitative PT and our remedial programs, on top of ensuring our PHAs, appointments, and immunizations are complete, in most cases already out to April of next year. Mortars, You've planned and prepared, executed a data training strategy that will ensure your success at MORTEP the next few weeks. On top of that, somehow you've managed to get a couple soldiers into MLOC, one of the most difficult schools to find a slot in. Scouts, you maintained your section level proficiency without most of your key leaders, and somehow you've qualified both mounted machine gunnery as well as the Bradley gunnery that just concluded this morning with an average of 947 crew qualification score. Together, you're a team of committed professionals. Personally, it's an honor to serve with you, and I'm grateful to be up here today as just one of your leaders. Thank you for your hard work and effort. Joe, Colleen, these are but a small number of the achievements that reflect your commitment not only to our nation, but to our organization, the dedication to your soldiers, and caring and attentive leadership on a daily basis. As you transition to West Point, be proud of your legacy. Not the one that you just left here in Hammer, but also in chaos and the battalion as a whole. Your teams not only achieved tremendous results, but the command climate you fostered developed soldiers into leaders, and your leaders set the standard for the rest of the battalion to follow. I'll personally remember Hammer's team booking it around Moon Lake to win the 2nd Vanguard Gauntlet, carrying those mortar simulators. Your team coordinating the battalion's Harvest Festival just a couple weeks ago. My personal favorite, just stopping by to sit in your comfy chairs and talk about the topic of the day. Thank you. Your departure may be our loss, but it's overshadowed by West Point's gain. 2 classes of future Academy graduates will enter our profession better prepared because of your teaching, coaching, and mentorship. You know, I'd expect nothing less from a MacArthur Award finalist, which, oh, by the way, that's official. You'll be going to Fort Bragg here in a little bit to complete that process. As difficult as it may be to lose your leadership, your transition opens the door for Hank and Cassidy to continue their stellar leadership within the battalion. And Hank, Cassidy, it seems like yesterday we were here. But now the shoe's on the other foot, and I couldn't be happier that you're taking the reins of our headquarters and headquarters company. I know you'll bring the same energy, leadership, and commitment that enabled Barbaric to flourish. And this great team of soldiers and families will remain ready to win the last 100 yards, the NTC, and beyond. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Duty first. Ready now, till the last round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing commander of Hammer Company, Captain Joseph LaPlante.
Good morning on this beautiful Fort Riley morning. It was only a couple years ago that I was changing out from Chaos Company. It was about 12 degrees. I made the entire company come out here, cold weather and all, because it was beautiful Fort Riley, and I enjoyed every second of it. Colonel Murtha, Colonel Michaelis, Lieutenant Colonel Bessie, Command Sergeant Major LaRock, Command Sergeant Major Dillon, LaPlante and Gray family, friends and families of Hammer Company. My name is Captain Joe LaPlante, and I am a Big Red 1 soldier, proudly serving in our nation's 1st Division. First and foremost, always have to start, so you never forget, with recognizing the one person who's standing next to me throughout the last couple years, ensuring that I was always prepared to come to work and lead my soldiers, whether at home or abroad. Colleen, thank you so much. Sean, I know you're not going to really remember this time, but you'll always be a Vanguard baby. I'll take a second and also recognize my mother and stepfather who are here today. I asked a senior leader the other day, how do you love soldiers? And they said, it's the values and principles that you were raised with. It's who you are as a person. It's those presents. And my mother and Mike, you're the ones who have instilled those in me. Thank you. 2.5 years ago, I heard the saying, I'm a Big Red 1 soldier, for the first time. It inspired some things in me. Identity. The identity to join an honored tradition of warriors wearing the patch that was made by soldiers so long ago to show pride in their brotherhood. That identity only grew as I joined the Dagger Brigade and the hallowed 18th Infantry Regiment. Beyond the tradition, I quickly understand the motivation for excellence and the unrelenting desire to win. Colonel Murtha, Brigadier General Brown, and Colonel Gardner, you are all leaders who have taken the most complex formation in the Army, placed trust and love in leaders such as myself, and led us to victory. Lieutenant Colonel Bessie, Vanguards, Hammers are physically fit, caring leaders and teammates, motivated to learn, and willing to fight, ready to fight. You have inculcated that message and provided direction to everyone in the Vanguard Nation to win the last 100. Thank you for growing me so much as a leader in these last few months. Lieutenant Colonel Moon, through the cold of Danger Focus, the dust of NTC, and the mud of Europe, we fought till the last round. Thank you. To the Command Sergeant Majors of the Brigade and Battalion, LaRock, Coperidge, Dillon, Coronado, Enstrom, Kowach, and Holt. You are the true example of how we love our soldiers, ensuring they are ready for the next war. Thank you for always taking a few minutes to impart your wisdom upon me. To all my peers, the field grades, the lieutenants, and the platoon sergeants of the battalion, thank you for your tireless efforts and for overcoming impossible feats to accomplish the mission. Your devotion to this unit and to each other is inspirational, and your mentorship is unmatched. First Sergeant Dawson, let's see what it do. I think we earned a paycheck over the last 18 months. Thank you for teaching me the graduate levels of leadership. Only through your mentorship was I able to realize my potential. Vanguards, the Vanguard Nation. Hammers, from scouts to mortars, medics to S1, S2, S3, S4, and the S6. Truly a team of teams. Thank you for being the heart of the Vanguard Nation. Duty first, ready now, till last round. Hammers, this is Hammer 6, signing off the net.
The long motto call!
The long motto call!
From hell to victory!
We are the fighting first!
No mission too difficult!
No sacrifice too great!
Duty first!
Victory!
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Hammer Company, Captain Charles Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Hank Gray, and I'm a Big Red 1 soldier. Colonel Michaelis, Colonel Murtha, Sergeant Major LaRock, Colonel Bessie, Command Sergeant Major Dillon, and distinguished guests, thank you for attending today's ceremony. I would like to first thank my wife, Cassie, for her unwavering support, and also, this day could not happen without you. I'd like to also thank my grandmother and a fellow infantryman, my Uncle Chuck, for making today's ceremony. It means the world to me. Colonel Murtha, Lieutenant Colonel Bessie, thank you for the opportunity to continue to lead soldiers in the Dagger Brigade and Vanguard Nation. To the LaPlante family, thank you for everything you have done for Vanguard Nation. Cassie and I we are truly grateful for your friendship, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors. First Sergeant Dawson, soldiers of Hammer Company, it is an honor and a privilege to be a part of this team. All policies and procedures still in effect. Ready now, till the last round. Hammers, Hammer 6 signing on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Big Red 1 Solid.